It reminds me of weddings after getting drunk, you know?
Yeah, that's what they do actually. They serve beetroot soup with what they call paszteciki.
Some dumplings like this.
Dumplings or the crepes with meat. Hello everyone, welcome to Poland with Ela. I'm Ela and I'll be showing you around the most beautiful and interesting places in Poland, as well as the Polish culture, history and traditions. And today we'll be cooking. On the menu we have barszcz, which is a traditional Polish beetroot soup, and pierogi ruskie, which are traditional Polish Ruthenian dumplings. But before we go there, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the video. When I studied in the UK, there's a lot of things that I missed about Poland. One of the things I missed the most was my family. In Poland, values are very family oriented, and it was very hard for me to adapt to a more casual style in England. And at some point, together with some Polish friends, some Greeks and Cypriots, as well as some of the British friends we had in England, we decided to fill that void in a way, and our way was to start family Sundays. We used to, back at our home countries, to meet with our families on Sundays. Now we met with our friends from abroad, and each person had to bring something traditional for the meal. And sometimes we'd switch, sometimes it was a Greek meal, sometimes Polish, sometimes Cypriot. So I really, out of all the memories I have from studying abroad, these are some of my favorite memories. So I'd like to give a shout out to all my family dinners, Sunday family dinners friends, and dedicate this episode to you guys. How come you learned from an Indian lady?
Because they also have dumplings, the same, and in Latin America there's empanadas.
I've asked two friends to help me out with the cooking. Asia, who actually helped me out with filming in Warsaw earlier on, and Bamie, a friend from the Philippines, who I actually haven't seen for years. So this too, like back in college, is going to be an international crowd. It's not working. I think just like it was back in my college days, you guys might enjoy the comedy of errors that cooking a traditional Polish dinner is for me. Chicken soup spice. We're doing a vegetarian chicken soup. So it's important to make it before we add the beetroot to make the beetroot soup. After that we're gonna add some pepper. How you call this? Major? And
Bay leaf.
What?
Bay leaf.
Bay leaf. Well, we call it laurel leaves.
Or laurel.
And this is something we called English spices, but actually when I lived in England they had no idea what it was, so I had to bring it with me. And of course, the first thing we did was adding salt to the water with the veggies, and we'll add some salt later depending on how salty it is. An important part of making a beetroot soup is actually beetroot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna scrape off the layer of the beets, and to use that, some people, like Bamie, who's here with us, prefer to use gloves because you can get your hands all red and behind the nails and everything. So I do have actually a box of gloves, which is very lucky. It's what's left over after the COVID pandemic. So we're gonna use the COVID gloves to do the beetroots.
Time to peel the beets. So first we're gonna wash our beets. I have a different way of peeling because here in Poland, just peel this way, like inside. We usually peel in the Philippines like outside, like that. So when I came here in Poland, it was like, why are you doing that way? But this is how we peel in the Philippines. And people was like, you're strange. You are strange too. It's just a matter of cultural differences, you know? Okay. Ta-da! It's done! Wow. Our last beetroot. The last one standing. Look, we got a lot of beetroots here. It'll be tasty. Getting hungry. The smell smells so good here. How I wish you guys could smell it too.
Yeah. This one won't fit in the bowl anymore, so maybe we can just do it separately, throw it in. I'm holding the camera. Bamie is gonna throw in the beetroots she cut in, and Asia is gonna take out up the lid. That's the division of work at the moment. Ready?
Let's put our beet in. Whoa!
What?
All of it?
All of it.
Oh,
Careful so
wow.
it doesn't splash.
Now I'm gonna put some lemon to add a little bit of acid. Or also I can put some balsamic vinegar. A little bit.
Why?
To
Why?
make it sour. Make it more sour. Make it more tasty.
The beetroot soup is getting there. I mean, it's gonna take at least an hour for all the beetroots to, sink in and everything. We're gonna start preparing the filling. Well, we already started, but we're gonna continue with making the filling for the dumplings, the Ruthenian dumplings, which are made, the filling is made from potatoes, white cheese, cottage cheese, and onions. Bamie said that she knows a faster way to cut the onion into little bits, so let's see.
Huh?
In order to caramelize the onion, as we know, we're gonna use some butter, and we got to warm it up. You can use oil as well. I was taught that you put some onion inside the dumpling filling, inside the filling as well as outside. And Asia here, as well as Bamie, learned that you just put it outside. And I think it's up to the region basically, where you make it, how you make it, and yeah. Add a little bit of salt, and now we wait till it gets a little color.
Okay, I have to put a little bit of water into our onion, so our onion will be more soft and it will cook quickly. Oh, I'm turning to Polish.
What we have to do for the filling is squish the potatoes, but I don't have the thing, I don't know how you call that thing, but the tool, smasher, I don't have the smasher. So Bamie here thought of an idea that we can actually smash the potatoes like this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll check it. I have clean hands, just so you know.
It works.
It's working. Let's put a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's try more.
I think it'll be, yeah, put everything in.
Yeah, and then I'll squish it with the whole thing instead of a smasher. It's not working.
Maybe if it's softer.
It's not working that well. No, it's okay. We'll think.
I'll help you with.
You know what? I think we're gonna use a different tool.
Here.
Oh, she's there.
All right, she's got it. It's a lot of work though, because it's a lot of potatoes. Amy, how are you doing with the potatoes?
Done.
Now we're gonna smash the cheese.
It's time to mix the ingredients, which is potatoes. Now we're gonna throw in the cottage cheese and the caramelized onion. Last but not least, we have to add some pepper and salt. We're gonna use the healthy pink one. In the recipe it says half of the spoon of each one, but we're making twice as much of everything than the recipe says, so I think it should be okay. And now we mix it. For me, it's the first time I'm making the dumplings, the Ruthenian dumplings from scratch. Before I always made them with the help, or I was helping an older grandma or mom to make them. Now we're gonna do the dough for the dumplings, and to make it we need flour, an egg, some water and a little oil, but since the eggs we have are really small, we're gonna use 2 eggs. Now that Bamie has flattened the dough using the rolling device, we're gonna cut it into bits that we're gonna put the filling in. This is the right, it should be like this thick, but later we're gonna make it a little bigger. And I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with all of them. But first, we're gonna do with just one. We take a bit of the filling and we're gonna make many of them, and after that we will boil them. We're gonna do some dumplings now, put them together. And Bamie brought some wine, so we're gonna use this time to chat. Now the barszcz, which is the beetroot soup.
Ooh.
We're gonna drink it on the side, yeah?
It reminds me of weddings after getting drunk, you know?
Yeah, that's what they do actually. They serve beetroot soup with what they call paszteciki.
Some dumplings like this.
Dumplings
but-
or the crepes with meat.
Mm.
Many times they do that
It
too.
reminds me of Polish wedding.
Have you been to many?
Yeah. Last year I was in third or fourth.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I learned to drink. I
Say
learned
that
to
again.
I learned to drink vodka. Ooh.
At the Polish weddings.
Polish weddings. And the grandpa was like, oh, fajna dziewczyna, fajna dziewczyna, na zdrowie.
Bamie.
Yay! This is the first time I'm gonna eat with potato filling and cheese. Mmm.
Really?
Good.
Try some beetroot soup, barszcz.
it smells so good. It's really, they're a perfect combination.
Yeah?
It's really good.
All right.
It's really
You're gonna have some beetroot soup, barszcz. Don't get mistaken because it's similar color as the wine.
Almost. It's nice together.
Yeah, perfect.
Can you film me now?
Yeah.
Can I be honest? They're almost as good as my grandma's dumplings, which is amazing. I love them. And the warm beetroot soup, barszcz. Enjoy! Hope you can make it too.